out in the park
I saw that,
yesterday,
yeah.
I believe. In terms of, we have safer spaces tents now for the women, so there's going to be less of an issue. We got security guys posted on those. It's also less of a fire hazard because the tents are made out of canvas and not plastic.
Okay, wait, hold on. Walter, you're there overnight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't the concern here that what people are seeing, particularly people who are not down, they don't have an opportunity to go down to Zuccotti Park or maybe not even to occupy Albany, and they see these reports and they say, if there is a message, it's getting overshadowed by whatever negative thing is happening there.
Well, they're definitely saturating the market with bad pictures, bad news. But there's compassion, there's tolerance, and there's patience for the people that are coming to occupy Wall Street, whether they're homeless or not, mentally ill. There's a lot of wonderful things that are happening there. Acts of kindness, dealing with people who need help. The overnight shift definitely is something that I've seen where people come into the park and try to start fights with us. I've never even seen that before, but it blows my mind. And there's still no violence, you see.
I think it's the safest part. It's even safer than Upper East Side. If you want to go someplace at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to Zuccotti Park. It's better than 79th and 3rd Avenue.
Well, how
really.
are you going to do this, Randy?
I'm in for the long haul, but I'm going on the road. I got to do other things. As long as I'm in New York City, I will be there. And I think it's going to last a real long time. I think we have a lot of winter soldiers here, and I believe that once we get past February, you're going to see this huge, what's smoldering right now, a huge statewide movement, national movement that's really going to blossom like you've never seen before.
But what's the end result? And I think that's what a lot of people have been asking. It's not you're missing a message, you don't have a message, but everybody gets it, right? People are angry for whatever reason, and I've seen all of the signs, and I think everyone understands that everybody has not cohesive, and that's part of what this is all about, is that it's not a leadership movement. But how can it possibly end if there's no demand?
There aren't formal demands. We have a declaration. The things, I speak to probably about 60, 70 people a day at the table. The two things I've never had any disagreement on which I believe would be probably satisfactory to me at the very least, would be extreme campaign finance reform to the point of publicly funded elections, get the corporate money out of politics.
In the state, national?
Nationally. And then accountability and re-regulation of the banking and finance sector. So
that might mean something different for you guys than it means for what is actually achievable.
I mean, if you want specifics on it, I can go into specifics.
Believe me, there are so many great.
I'm worried that it might take a little bit.
There's a range of issues, and to say, what do you guys want? What do they want at the Paris Commune? What did Spartacus want? I mean, what are the specific demands? What did Coxey's Army want in Washington, D.C. in 1932? There's a million demands that we have out there. We want change. We're not getting any change in this country. Things are static. In this state, we'd like to see a millionaire's tax. We support Sheldon Silver's.
Have one. It's just,
the extended tax, and we think that Governor Cuomo is on the wrong side of history.
Can I ask one of you guys, just before I forget, to explain what's going on behind you? You've got a banner behind you.
Well, this is our buddy Tom carries this banner out. It's he goes on a lot of the marches. He leads a lot of the marches, and what that does is it keeps the pace on the march. We have a lot of older women, some people with disabilities, so you don't want the march to go too quickly, or else you have big holes in it. You leave people behind, and Tom and this banner kind of help make sure that nobody gets left behind. So that's we got the Granny Peace Brigade out there all the time. And, they're pretty fleet on their feet for a given circumstance, but there's only so fast you can go when you're like 80 years old.
So also now I know we've talked about how this is, you've said national, even international in some cases, right?
Oh, yeah.
But yet you're seeing in other cities, and here there's been a lot of tolerance in Albany, the city, not at the state level, which is why of course there've been these arrests. What's going to happen? I mean, you look at Occupy Oakland, for example, and there's been real problems there. And are you worried that that's indicative that people will lose interest, they'll stop coming, they'll stop covering you?
I think Oakland, they came out in force right afterwards. I mean, they blocked off the whole bridge.
Yeah.
It's a violent response by the mayor of Oakland, and there have been some isolated shootings, or not isolated shootings, but I think one person was shot there, but it had nothing to do with Occupy Oakland. I was out there a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's a very well, contained
We're going to give the occupation.
I can't say
We're going to give the last word to you,
occupation.
Walter.
Okay, so basically, the people have come together, and we want the campaign finance, I believe, is one of the biggest parts, and because the people don't have a voice. The voices on the Republican and the Democrats are bought, and the people don't have a voice, and we've gone along for years and years, and now you're seeing groups all over the country, all over the nation, are trying to put a stop to this, because the money is buying every decision that's made.
Okay, well, there you
Sunday,
have
we'll
it.
see you Sunday night.
Well, we may very well. In the
11
meantime,
o'clock.
you've now seen real Zuccotti Park protesters, folks. Here they are. You've got Randy Gredico and Walter Forrester. Gavin Bean, thank you very much. Okay, we do have to take a short break. Coming up next, lawmakers in New York are looking for ways to prevent the kind of child abuse that former Penn State coach is accused of. Assemblyman Jim Tedisco will join me to explain his bill that requires more people to report possible abuse or face legal consequences if they do not. That's coming up next. So you're clear. You can't get occupation.
No, because I say Occupalooza all the time because
Oh,
of the
yes,
comedy
because
show.
of your comedy
So
show.
Occupation.
So why was Freddie mean to you?
He wasn't mean because he came in and started taking video of Fred's grenades and ammunition in there.
Hanging on the wall, 50
So was
caliber.
he? I didn't hear the interview. Was he very antagonistic? Is that what
Out
it
of
was?
Randy, I felt like, but I think that's, I mean, you guys were bickering like you were married.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've known each
He
other.
wouldn't
a
let
while.
me finish the sentence.
You know, he was pretty
But
tough.
he does
on
that
him.
to everyone.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point, like, but it shows his true colors. If I'm trying to make a point and he doesn't let me make
I
it.
thought I did all right with.
No, you
I
did
mean,
fine.
Fred definitely
Fine.
put on the kid gloves with us. I mean, it was between Randy's interview, the rant in the beginning, and then
His
the
rant
interview
was
with us
just
was just,
intolerable.
it was like night and day. It was,
Oh, you went on separately?
yeah.
No, yeah. No, I went on first. After the 10-minute, I couldn't believe how nasty he was. This long Rush Limbaugh type of rant. And then after that, I got on.
Randy,
And
the two of you have been at it for so many years.
I know.
All right, gentlemen, you need to
Thank you very
unmic
much.
yourselves. Tom,
Okay.
thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
That
it.
was a great interview.
Yeah.
Very
it was,
good.
You had a good
yes.
time.
I
Thanks.
wish
Don't
Fred
forget
was
your
that
banner.
sweet.
No, I won't. No.
Well, I just think people, just generally, people upstate are not going to come to Zuccotti Park, probably. People in Buffalo, they might not get down in New York City. I know you have people from upstate there. I'm just saying the general person is not.
Yeah.
And what they're seeing is a lot of really intense, I mean, the New York Post.
Yeah, the
really-
New York
What's
Post
funny
has
is I
been
met 5
terrible.
people I went to elementary school with randomly at the table. I didn't even
That's
remember
funny.
2 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
From Saratoga?
Saratoga, yeah, Saratoga's been very well represented there.
So when you come back,
Sunday?
let me know and what happens.
We're going to be here Sunday afternoon. I will email you.
Hopefully you'll
right?
have some decent
And you don't
weather.
mind if I record this and put it on the net, right?
Do whatever
All
you
right.
gotta
Thank
do.
you
But
so
so
much.
I should let you know that we're coming up Sunday, right?
You've already done that.
I've already let you know.
I
All
meant,
right.
let me know what happens.
We're gonna
You're
give
not
you.
going to drop by
Because
at
if
11
you're-
o'clock?
Wow. This is it. I was in there lost. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna bring them. Uh-oh. I think they blew. Oh my God, I stashed them out here. Yeah, there they go. All right, got them. Okay. Hey.